Time to do more empties. Oh, hot mug, hot mug, hot mug. Hi, welcome back to my channel. I'm Fiona. If you haven't seen an empties haul before, basically I have been gathering all of my used up beauty products, skincare products, those kinds of things, and storing all of my rubbish essentially for the last few months. I usually sort of do it every 6 months or so. And I'm going to talk you through everything I've used up and what I thought of them. So let's get into it. As usual, everything will be linked in the description box below to the best of my ability. Obviously, if there's something discontinued or limited, it's not going to be there. And I will put prices up on the screen as well for your knowledge. Don't forget to engage with the video if you enjoy it. Thumbs up, leave a comment, share, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and hit your notification bell so you don't miss a video. So how I normally do these is I work my way up a 5-star ranking. So I've divided all my products out into 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5-star rankings. I also have an extra little category called Can't Be Bothered to Finish, which basically just means that it's not even worth a 1 star. I just could not get through it. Today I don't have anything in that category, so I must have been having a very good run of only having products I like. So we are actually skipping that, and we're skipping 1 star and jumping straight into 2 star. And there's only 2 products in this, so I've been having a good 6 months. We have got a dry shampoo. This is Tresemme, and it is their brunette version, so it blends in better with brown hair rather than leaving a white streak, which a lot of them do. Dry shampoo, my goodness. Where do I even start with dry shampoo? I just feel like it never works. And I know there's so many little tricks and hacks that you need to do with them, but I have tried so many drugstore brands and just gotten nowhere with it. I do have one on the go that I will give you a little sneak preview for empties hauls to come. Currently using the Way Super Dry Shampoo. This is just a little mini bottle of it because I really don't use it that often. That I have found to be the most effective dry shampoo I've ever used, but it's not cheap. So you know, I do want to find a good drugstore budget friendly one, but so far unsuccessful. It really didn't do much. It smells nice, so at least your hair kind of smells cleaner, which is always good because nobody likes to have dirty smelling hair, but I really didn't find that it made it look much cleaner. It's better than some that I've used, which is why it's in the 2 star rather than the 1 star, but there's definitely massive room for improvement, so I will not be repurchasing this, I'm afraid. And my second item is a Molton Brown face wash. I actually had never used any of the Molton Brown facial skincare before. I bought their beauty advent calendar at the end of last year, and oh my god, it was so worth the money. It was such a great investment because I got so many little surprises and treats, and it's a great way to try out new products. I am a big fan of Molton Brown, but I did not find that the face wash was very effective. It was fine on my skin, but it felt like if you had sensitive skin, it could be a bit harsh. It didn't feel particularly caring or soothing. Like, definitely a 2 star, happy to use it up if I got it as a mini or got it as a gift or whatever, but I certainly wouldn't seek it out to purchase. Jumping on into 3 stars now, I only have 3 things in this category as well. First off, I've got, you'll have seen these in other empties hauls. These are just a mini hand cream set I had gotten as a gift ages ago, so I was just working my way through it. It's called Heathcote and Ivory Fabrics and Flowers Vintage & Co. I'm not really sure which part of that exactly is the brand name. I guess it's Heathcote and Ivory, and then this is like the line of the hand creams. There's a lot of words on here for such a tiny little container. It's fine. It's very middling. It is just a decent hand cream that will moisturize your hands. It smells fine. Doesn't leave a weird sticky residue. But am I gonna go looking for it myself? No. Am I happy to use it up if it's a gift? Absolutely. Next up, I have a Body Shop face mask, and this was fine. It was just fine. It's not great. It's way overpriced for what it is. It's just this small little bottle, and even at that, the actual interior it's just so small. It's like €30 or something for a size like this. Unfortunately, I can't tell you the price in euro anymore because the Body Shop have closed its doors in Ireland very abruptly. Ultimately, it was, again, a very middling face mask. It felt like it was doing something on my skin, but I can't say that I noticed a massive change or a massive difference, but it was a nice something to add into the routine once in a while. Lastly, in the 3-star, I have another one of those little Molton Brown advent calendar goodies. This is one of their shower gel baubles. These are actually beautiful because they're this lovely design and you can just hang them on your Christmas tree and they look so lovely and decorative, and the colors that they use on their products are always so nice and elegant. So from an aesthetic point of view, love this. This was the vintage with elderflower bath and shower gel. Didn't love it because it's not my favorite scent. It's a perfectly good body wash. It's very high quality. It's very gentle. A little goes a long way, but this particular scent, it just really wasn't for me. So 3-star is fair. So flying along, we are on to the 4 stars. There's a lot more to go through in the higher tiers, so that is fantastic. I am going to start with the Pixie Milky Tonic. Obviously these come in all different types. So there's the milky one, there's the glow one, which is very popular. I'm not too crazy about it. You'll see it in previous Empties videos and be able to see exactly what I thought of it. But I much prefer the milky one. It is hydrating and soothing and gentle. And I do have oily skin, so in theory, it's not the one that my skin type would necessarily lean towards. But it's just a really nice addition at the end of the night. It helps to clean away any last traces of makeup. It's a nice product. I would happily get it again. I haven't right now. I'm not in a major rush to, but I would happily get it again. It's just a little bit on the pricier end. Next up is one of my favorite brands, the Inkey List. This is the Caffeine Eye Cream. As you can see, I have grabbed every last bit of the product out. It's a lovely eye cream. It's very lightweight. It's a lovely consistency, just so gentle, hydrating, just a really nice product. Not a whole lot to say about it. This particular one is to help reduce the appearance of tired eyes. Very happy with this one. Sticking with the Inkey List then, the next thing I have is the Mandelic Acid Treatment, which I have been very impressed by. I really like this. So mandelic acid is an AHA, which means it exfoliates the top layer of your skin, helps to clear out old dead skin cells and make room for new ones. So the point of this treatment is to help reduce hyperpigmentation and acne scarring, which I have. Thankfully, it doesn't really show up on camera, so every time I say that, it probably comes across really obnoxious of me, because thankfully it's not as bad as some of the more severe cases, but I do definitely notice it when I'm not wearing makeup, and this makes a huge difference. It really does help to tone it down and help to even out your skin tone, and I am very, very happy with this. Might as well round out the Inkey List in the 4 stars. This is their hyaluronic acid serum. This is a bestseller. This was like one of their absolute cult faves. I'm not a big fan of serums. I don't particularly take to them. I tend to find that they're very heavy on my skin and maybe lead to breakouts, and actually don't give my skin any visible difference. This one, however, is very good. This one is the complete opposite. This one is lightweight, absorbs nicely. I do find that my skin looks more hydrated with it. I don't even use it every day. I kind of use it a couple of times a week, and I notice a difference. It's great in like the winter, or maybe even after you've been sick and your skin is a bit dry and needs that little extra TLC. So I've been really happy with this. No breakouts, no nothing. And it's really budget friendly as well. Next up, I have a Dove Gradual Tan body lotion. So this is basically just, instead of an instant false tan, this is something that you would apply a couple of days before you feel you need to see the effects, and just build it up over a few days, and it gives you a much more natural glowy look, which I prefer. I don't really like the artificial tan look of the instant tans, so I much prefer a gradual tan myself. And because this is a body lotion, your skin feels so fabulous and well taken care of. and then it goes on so evenly. It's not patchy. There's so many both instant and gradual tans that just go on so patchy and wear patchy, and I don't care for that. I don't need that. So this one is the best one I've ever used. I had to stop using it when I made my switch to cruelty-free a few years back, but then actually recently Dove have now made the progress to be cruelty-free, and I now can use my favorite gradual tanning again. I use it in the light to medium because obviously I am fair skinned. It doesn't give a huge pigment. It wouldn't give you the same level of pigment as an instant tan, but it does help to kind of warm up your skin and give you a bit of a glow. And of course, obviously very budget friendly. I spoke too soon about Inkey List. I actually have one more product. This is actually from their hairline. So obviously they do focus mostly on face and skincare, but they have brought out a hairline as well. So this is a scalp treatment. This is their salicylic acid exfoliating scalp treatment. I really, really like this. I've spoken about it before a million times. You're sick of hearing about it, but I do have eczema on my scalp. So I'm very particular about what I use in my hair and on my scalp. And this has been such a great game changer. I use it once a week. You twist it up. It's in one of these like little squirty bottles. So you can get it into your hair and like run it along your scalp. And then you just massage it in, leave it to sit for 10 minutes, and then wash your hair as normal. And it makes such a difference. My goodness, I notice if I skip a week, I really do. My scalp just feels irritated and like heavy. But wow, yeah, such a difference. It's not the cheapest, but it is still relatively affordable for the amount that's in it. Kind of balances out that way. But basically what it does is just clear away buildup, clear away extra oil, product, everything that's just left sitting on your scalp that sometimes just a regular shampoo doesn't take care of. So I would recommend using some sort of clarifying treatment once a week in your hair. You'll really notice the condition and the health of your hair improve. And if you do have any kind of sensitivities in that area, certainly for me at least, I'm not going to speak for a wider community, but certainly for me, this has been an absolute godsend. Still on hair, I have a Bumble and Bumble product. Now, if you're familiar with Bumble and Bumble at all, this packaging is going to completely give me away with how old this is. I have had this for many years, many years. They have rebranded this now. This specific product no longer exists. I believe the closest thing now to it, whether it's the exact same product under a different name or just the next nearest thing that they offer, is called Curl Reactivator Moisturizing Hair Mist, where this one is called Curl Pre-Style Restyle Primer. It's essentially like a leave-in conditioning treatment for your hair. I have found it really great for my wavy hair. These are actually styled curls. I don't know why I'm gesturing towards it, but I do naturally have wavy hair, and I have found this to be a lovely conditioner for those waves. Bumble and Bumble, the curl range, actually are very good because they will cover the entire span of curly hair. They'll cover from wavy all the way up to coily. So I have found this to be so helpful in bringing out my natural curls, helping them look conditioned and cared for, and even as a great product pre-styling. So I find it actually holds your heat style curls as well. I don't know if it's supposed to or if that's just a personal anecdote, but I have found it good for hold in style as well. But lately what I was using it mostly for was just like a leave-in treatment if I was air drying my hair. And then the last two things in our 4-star category, we have 2 Wild deodorant cartridges. Again, I'm a broken record about Wild. I love Wild. It is my new favorite deodorant. I can't live without it. And I love trying all their new limited scents, and I love the old classics as well. This is one of their old classics. This was the Cotton and Sea Salt. This is great if you don't like a strong fragrance, if you like just something kind of subtle and fresh. This is fantastic. It is a great scent. It does linger on your skin. Well, the scent itself being so subtle doesn't really linger on your skin, but it lingers enough to help combat stink, if you know what I mean. It walks that line perfectly. It's not every time you wave your arms around you get a whiff of it, but you know that you can be confident that you're not going to stink. So it is that lovely, subtle, just clean, kind of good for everybody, no matter what your tastes are. It's a crowd pleaser, I will say. I always thought it was kind of boring, so I was slow to try it, but I'm glad I did, and I would repurchase it. It is very simple, but sometimes simple is what you want. On the other end of the spectrum, the not simple, the bougie and the fancy and the limited scent. This was from one of their winter lines. So this is the Prosecco and Winter Berries. I actually don't know where my little cartridge is. I must have already composted it. That's another great thing. These are compostable. This was fab. I loved this. Usually when you see Prosecco listed as a scent in something, it can indicate that it might be quite an artificial scent, or even like actually kind of a boozy scent, which isn't always very nice. You know, I quite like the smell of wine when I'm drinking it, but I don't want to smell it in my skincare. That's always kind of a red flag. This was actually just really effectively used because the winter berries were so sweet and rich and just that lovely red berry scent. And then it was all just lightened up by the Prosecco. So absolutely loved this one. It's in the 4-star because I didn't feel like I could smell it on my skin throughout the day, which I would want with something like this. With the cotton and sea salt, yeah, fine, no problem. That's just going to leave you smelling clean. But for something like this, I wanted to be able to smell it. And personally, I didn't. Now, fragrances wear differently on everybody. So that's not to say that for you it might not have. But for me personally, I couldn't smell it on myself throughout the day. So it was not good enough for 5 stars for me. So we are really flying through this. Before we move on to 5-star, there's something new I want to try with these videos. I find in the 4 and 5-star categories, I wind up repeating myself a lot because there are products that I just consistently repurchase and use regularly and will rave about all the time. But I don't think you guys need to hear that about the same products every couple of months. So I'm going to just do like a rapid fire favorites round. I will have obviously gone through these in more detail in previous Empties videos, but for now I'm just going to give you like a real quick boom, boom, boom. Okay. So we have a Lave shampoo. Absolutely incredible, really caring, actually cleans your scalp while taking care of it. Love it. We have salicylic acid cleanser from the Inky list. As you know, my God, I love this product. It is so good. Really, really, really cleans your skin without stripping it or making it feel irritated, and also prevents breakouts. Does not stop breakouts, prevents them. Okay, if you've got oily skin prone to breakouts, this is your next cleanser. You need to buy that. Glossier Milky Jelly Cleanser, the internet's favorite cleanser. Absolutely beautiful, soothing, caring, cleans your skin. What more can I say? Inky list, again, vitamin B, C and E moisturizer. A great all-rounder moisturizer. No SPF in it, so don't wear it in the morning, wear it in the evening, or wear it in the morning and layer it with another SPF. So good, just incredible, really good. Suits pretty much all skin types. Lightweight, nourishing, just incredible. I love it, I use it all the time. And these little pink and white tubs that you're going to recognize from these videos. These are the Boots Botanics in the All Bright range. I have one day cream and one night cream. The day cream has SPF 15 in it. Lightweight, nourishing, doesn't leave a white cast. The night cream is a little bit thicker, but still doesn't leave a horrible residue on your skin. I love them both. They are easily reached and very budget friendly. And that's the rapid fire round over. I can settle down after the rapid fire round. We don't need to be as frantic now. We are going to go lovingly through the 5-star round. So first thing I want to talk about, I guess, is the first thing sitting on top of the box. These are Sculpted by Amy Connolly sheet masks. Hydration Heroes. I love it. It's packaging. Sculpted packaging is so lovely. These are potentially the best sheet masks I've ever used. I was so delighted by them. A box of this size, you do only get 3 masks in it, and it is €15 for the box. So reasonably priced, but not the most budget friendly at the same time. But wow, oh wow. do you see a difference? I have never seen my skin look so deeply hydrated before. I think a lot of sheet masks leave you looking hydrated on the surface, but whatever these do, my God, the hydration penetrates into your skin, so you really do look so dewy and glowy just from the inside out. I love them. I will absolutely repurchase them, but I do not have much money right now, so 15 euro sheet masks maybe aren't top of my list, but I do love them so much, and I would recommend, if you do have a little extra cash to spend in Boots, to grab a box of these. You will not be sorry. Next, I have got a shower gel from the Handmade Soap Company, which is an Irish brand, as you can see on the packaging there. Now, I actually don't think I've ever even tried this brand, which is weird because it seems very up my alley. It's a bit bougie, it's very eco-conscious, it's Irish, so I always like to support Irish brands, but yeah, for some reason never tried this. This was a gift. And now it's not a scent I would lean towards myself. It's lavender, rosemary, thyme, and mint. So that is quite herbaceous, and it's just not something I tend to gravitate towards, but I loved it. I was really surprised. It was so nicely balanced. It wasn't like one herb was just really stinky over the rest. Like, I think when you have thyme in something, it can just smell like stuffing. Again, I love to eat stuffing. I love the smell of it when I'm eating it, but do I want to smell like it? No. They perfectly balanced those 4 scents together. It was a lovely, lovely shower gel. Really high quality, not drying on your skin at all. I love a good pump dispenser for shower products. It's just so convenient and clean, no messes. And then just for a little bonus, they are a B Corp. I would recommend looking into B Corps. It'll take me too long to go through them, but essentially it's just like, they're the good guys. I have got 2 more Wild cartridges, so these ones earned the 5-star rating. These are actually both from that Christmas limited line as the Winterberry and Prosecco one. So it's not going to be available to repurchase, but if it's a return item next Christmas, get it. Like, these are fab. I was so happy I bought these. I didn't really know what to expect from any of the scents. I just kind of took a gamble with them. There is one that is Fresh Mountain Air. This is beautiful. This, I swear to God, it smells like fresh mountain air. It's piney and it's wintry and it's a little bit cool. Absolutely loved it, and I was able to smell it on my skin throughout the day, so you know I like that. And then Spiced Orange and Pear. Now, if you've seen any of my other Empties videos, you know I absolutely adore Spiced Orange. It is my favorite winter scent. I can't get enough of it. Spiced Orange and Pear was new and exciting, and you can actually smell the pear. I didn't know how they did it really, because pear is not a very strong fragrance to begin with, but you can smell it and it's balanced perfectly with that spiced orange. The spiced orange is there. It's definitely the top note. It's definitely your first scent. But it's got that extra layer in there with that pear, and it's so beautiful, and it's just honestly like delicious, I think is the best word I can use to describe it, because like it makes my mouth water. It is making my mouth water right now. Obviously don't eat your deodorant, please. I feel like I shouldn't have to say that, but you never know. Stunning fragrance. I would absolutely be first in line to buy this again if they were to ever release it back, or if they made it like part of their regular line. Yes, please. Finishing out my 5-star, I have a bunch of Molton Brown. As I mentioned, I love Molton Brown. Please sponsor me, Molton Brown. They're not gonna see this. If anybody knows somebody at Molton Brown, can you like hook us up, please? This was another one of their shower gel baubles from the advent calendar. This was in the Delicious Rhubarb and Rose. That fragrance is like, I think probably one of their best sellers, if not the best seller. It's the pink one. Everybody loves it. It's so nice. You definitely smell both of those ingredients. You smell the rhubarb, you smell the rose. They complement each other so nicely. And honestly, I can't rave about it enough. I also got a full size separately just as a Christmas gift. So I was really rhubarb and rose for like the entire winter. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful fragrance. The quality of the body wash is so high. As I mentioned before, a little goes a long way. One of these bottles lasts forever because you really only need a tiny bit. It's so high quality. It works up such a lovely, luxurious lather. I actually can't even come up with the words because I love this brand so much. Oh, actually, something I do love about Molton Brown on the side of the full-size bottles, it breaks down the fragrance notes. I don't know if that's going to show up. There you go. So it tells you like the top notes, the middle notes, and the base notes, and then just 3 adjectives to sum up the product. So for this one, it's vivacious, fizzy, and tempting. The top notes, you get grapefruit, yuzu, and lemongrass. So rhubarb isn't even there, wow. Rhubarb is in the heart with rose and spearmint. Oh, spearmint. Huh. I don't know that I can get that, but I will definitely be on the lookout because that is interesting. And then the base of vanilla, musk, and spun sugar. So it does kind of remind me a bit of the smell of drumsticks, if you're familiar with those sweets. They are rhubarb and custard flavored, so that's where the rhubarb would link me in. And then the vanilla as well. They do kind of smell like jellies, but in a nice way. Not in an artificial, sickly sweet kind of way. I'm gonna stop rambling about that one shower gel. They do have 2 mini hand soaps to get through as well. These are also from that advent calendar. Look at the size of these for an advent calendar. And like I said, Molton Brown, a little goes a long way. So that was such good value. I'm gonna probably buy it again this year. So I have one orange and bergamot, and this one is, it really is like fruity and floral, just married together. Perfectly balanced. The orange is absolutely there. Orange is a very noticeable scent. You always notice if you go into a room after someone's eaten an orange, you can smell it still. It's a very, I don't want to say pungent because it's not pungent in a gross way. It's a lovely, like, it's a summery scent. I got an eau de toilette, or an eau de parfum. I think it was an eau de toilette of this same fragrance in the advent calendar. And it is such a lovely, yeah, really just like a summery daytime kind of scent. It's beautiful. And I also have a coastal cypress and sea fennel. So this is the blue one. This is another really popular one. This is kind of more of the like masculine scent. You know me, I don't like to say that men can't smell like rhubarb and rose or women can't smell like the sea. You can smell like whatever you want to smell like. So the scent notes of this one actually really surprised me when I looked into it. There's cardamom as a top note. Now I have always noticed that this is like a spicy aromatic kind of scent, but was I ever able to pinpoint cardamom? No. Do I love how random that is? Yes. And then you have like kind of a grassy, earthy base note. So it really just, it does smell like nature in a nice way, not in a gross way. And it's so beautiful. And these hand washes really are such good value. Obviously it's the full size, these are just special products, but to buy a full size Molton Brown hand wash, very, very reasonable. And then they also have now glass containers that are perfect for refills. So they sell, currently I think it's just 3 of their most popular fragrances in refill pouches, and each refill pouch fills up that bottle twice. So it's only a little bit more expensive than outright buying one full-size plastic bottle. It's only a few euro extra to buy the refill pouch, and then you just invest once in the glass container and you're set. It's really, Molton Brown is like a fancy brand and kind of a bougie, buy for a present or treat yourself kind of brand, but it can also be very reasonable. And I think that's why I'm drawn to it so much, is that you can feel special having it around. You can feel fancy that that's the hand wash you have next to your sink. And yet it's not entirely unattainable either. It's just maybe it's not budget friendly by any means, but it's very reasonable for the quality and the quantities that you get as well. It is very reasonable. So big Molton Brown fan over here, as I say. Hook me up. Hashtag not an ad, but hashtag would love to be an ad. That rounds us out. That was probably the quickest empties I've ever done. I didn't leave it all the way until 6 months. I jumped the gun a little bit on it, and I'm at kind of like a 5-month mark with it, but nonetheless, wow, that was quick. I feel like I'm forgetting something. Like that was weirdly fast. Maybe I just kind of was more focused. Thank you for watching me sort through my recycling and decide which empty container was my favorite. In all seriousness though, if you enjoyed the video, please do thumbs up. It actually really genuinely does make a difference. Subscribe if you haven't, and ring the notification bell so you don't miss any videos. Leave a comment if you want to chat with me about any of these products, if you've tried any, if you love any of them, if you want to try one of them now. I want to know. It's not like, don't feel like you can't. You can. Please do let me know. I want to know. How many times can I say no in one sentence? What else? Oh yeah, share the video. Honestly, that's what it's here for. If somebody you know might like this video, pop it their way. Don't feel shy. And also, obviously, if you know Molton Brown, hook me up. That's all I'm saying. I hope wherever you are and whatever you're doing, you're having fun and having a great day. And this is definitely not me just trying out some new sign-off thing. I'm just babbling now. So thanks for spending time with me, and I'll see you again soon. This was fun. I feel really frantic now. Adjusting my hair because I have a horrible pimple on my neck, and I'm really hoping it's not showing up on camera because it's gonna look like a... Stop, Bradley.